Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakarishu Sarvadam Ganganapade Namaha. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwaraha Guru Deva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Shri Hanumate Namaha. Shri Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Welcome to Nitya Satsang. Today is the 13th of August 2025. I want to offer my prostrations to all the great sages and to Bhagavan residing in the heart of every single being. We have been continuing to examine from multiple perspectives Prema Bhakti. This is our goal, our destination in life, as far as Sachin's humble commentary, as well as all the great acharyas in the past, have always stated that the ultimate goal of life is to love God, is to have unbroken, unflinching, undisturbed, undiluted connection of love towards Bhagavan, towards the supreme reality, supreme being. This is not easy to understand. It is difficult to even accept that idea because of our egos and so many other reasons. But nonetheless, we are continuing forward on this track. And today I want to cover what happens inside the Antakarana as Bhakti expands and also as the dormant Vasanas become active. This is a problem. This thing about dormant Vasana meaning deeply seated cravings, desires, the more primitive desires. In the brain science, this is called the limbic circuitry or the lizard brain. It's the animal brain within us. That becomes active. And that really damages the development of bhakti. That has a place in life. It's not like it doesn't. Obviously, we have hunger instincts. We have food instincts. We have bodily instincts of different kinds. Thirst is there, hunger is there, urination, defecation. These are bodily phenomena. The sexual process is also at one level just a body phenomena. But then at another level there's much more mental phenomena in that. Right? So there's a distinction between healthy, normal, good quality instinct function. Right? That we really cannot call that any kind of harmful vasana. If somebody feels hunger, they feel hunger. How is that harmful? Well, it's not harmful. But what is harmful is to chase the pleasure that comes out of eating the food and to expand it beyond a certain very limited natural range. That's where the trouble begins. And this is the whole area which we're going to cover. We have developed in our Angel Wing program a fantastic model for addictions. It's very comprehensive. There's a lot involved in it. But that's where the mind is seeking stimulation further. And that is ajnana. That is that mind has lost its way. And that prevents bhakti from developing forward. So when stimulation is beyond a certain range, then that is where the vasanas really come into the picture. Yes, there are basic instincts, baser instincts that need to remain for survival. For survival, for reproduction, for the growth of the body, things like that. The body is going to go through different phases. But the vasanas that are hidden inside, that are deeply embedded inside, these are a great mystery, and they are in seed form. Sometimes they have reached very high flowering of the vasanas. That is there also. But when we start this process towards Paramatma, something happens inside our antakarana, that the internal desires that are towards the world, towards the jagat, towards this kam, krodh, lobh, moh, matsar, all that stuff that is there, those doshas, that also is there. And that will take our actions, our behavior, our mental activity in a different direction. And when it does that, it damages the development of bhakti. So the actual, real development of bhakti is, first of all, very rare. R-A-R-E. Okay, it's very rare. It's rare because of this reason, that the sadhaka is constantly being pulled by these vasanas, these doshas, these deficiencies, these other desires that are coming in 1,000 directions, all around, in so many different ways. Immediately we get pulled. We see some beautiful car, we see some beautiful home, something, oh, I want that, I want this. There's something gets deflected right away. If it doesn't happen from the outside, it happens from the inside. Enjoyments of the past, they creep up. I haven't had that for a long time. I want that again. Something that wasn't enjoyed for a long time. Just take a tea example. Black tea. A lot of people like to drink black tea, right? With milk or whatever. And if you haven't had that for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 6 months, what will happen? You say, oh, I want that. Or you see some store that's selling it, or go to the store, you see the black. What is that an example of? That is vasana. Definitely. But we're not criticizing that. We want to understand it. Yes, even if that is there, is it possible to put that into the framework of bhakti? This is what the great Vaishnava Acharyas have taught us. They have stated that when these desires prop up, let's just take the black tea example. Sachin goes to the mall and, there's a small little booth there that is selling tea and other products, of that type. Hot and cold products. So $5.50 tea is available. Okay. So Sachin goes there and says, okay, I want that thing. But now how do I put that into the framework of bhakti? How is that to be done? So I say, okay, I want that. So I order it. This is the way to do this. Get that object, the drink that you wanted. Maybe it's whatever it is. It's milk or tea or coffee or something that you want, right? And place it on the table, and place your hands wide open, palms open, both hands palm open. Close your eyes and take the name Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam, any holy name, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Bhagwan ka naam lena 11 times. And say, oh Lord, this is all being offered to you. So again, obviously we will not offer things that should not be offered. So that viveka will also come. And then also what will happen is that our manovritti, our just egotistical desire, I want to enjoy that cup of coffee, I want to enjoy that tea, I want to drink that masala milk, or I want to enjoy that whatever it is, whatever, jo bhi ho, any food object. That the ahankar, it goes levels below. Aham vritti. हमारे में जो अहम वृत्ति है वो कम हो जाती है. It decreases. How many of us do this? Start with literally small objects, particularly food items. Start with food items. Do this today. Today's sadhana. Simple sadhana. Before putting anything in the mouth, take the food and place it in front. And our instinct, our animal instinct is just to run after that. I just want to enjoy that and satisfy my instinct. Yes, the instinct will be satisfied, but hold on, back up for one moment. Bring the name of Paramatma into the mind. Leave that food there. It's not going away anywhere. We act as if it's life and death, as if that somebody's going to steal that food. And this is our animal conditioning from, if you believe in evolutionary theory. Jo bhi ho. I won't get into that right now. But this is what tends to happen. As if it's life and death. Just back up for a moment. Don't act on that right away. We act so rapidly, so impulsively, so quickly. Because that is programmed inside. And it's the me, the ahankar that says, I want that thing. Well, okay, you want that, fine. You'll get it. First, offer it to Bhagwan. Take the name of the Lord. Settle down a bit. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna. Visualize Bhagavad Murti. Bhagwan ki Murti visualize karna. And if you cannot visualize it, keep a small photo of Bhagwan Krishna, Radhika ji, Shiv ji, jo Ishtadev hai. भगवान स्वामीनारायण, कोई भी आपके जो फेवरेट गुरु है उनका फोटो रखना, कोई बात नहीं, बट ऑफर इट टू हायर रियलिटी. Now this might seem, oh, what's the big deal in that? It's a big deal, folks. Try to do it. Even for one day, you'll see how much we get deflected. We talk about Prema Bhakti and Bhagavad Dham, big things. Before we go further in that, these are the basic steps to remember Paramatma in each action. And food is the one place to begin, right? Now, what's the next thing to do? We take the name many times. And then what? Now, we could just simply eat the food just like we usually do. And then, so that's still fine. That is a beginning. But it is definitely not the end. There is a higher level of actually eating the food. And that is where, while the food is being placed in the mouth and chewed and swallowed and all, that whole act, the name of God is taken during that time. Have we done this? This is level 2 sadhana. I just showed you level 1. Take the name by placing the food, the holy name, take the name and don't eat the food right away. And then just eat the food. That is level 1. But level 2 is when the food is being placed in the mouth. Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama. And when chewed, remembering the names of God. Vishnu Sahasranam. Like this, different names of God. Or Ram, Ram, Ram. Or Charitra, Bhagwan ke Charitra. Bhagwan ka Manan Chintan. Gita ke Shlok. Adhyatmik Vichar Dhara. This is level 2 sadhana. It has nothing to do with how many people are around us or where we're sitting in temples or not, or jahan bhi ho. It doesn't matter where we are. It is level 2 sadhana. And if it is done like this consistently, day in and day out, that will transform the seed vasana from the inside out. It will transmute it. Yes, it will transform it. It will transform it in what way? That the energy that is being sucked up by the ahankar that we talk about in our angel wing programs, that energy is now placed in bhakti. It is given to Paramatma. We are holding on to it with our ego. I want this and I want this and I want, and then we create trouble for ourselves. Overeating, overstimulation, over talking, over everything. Too much. Too much of everything is happening. And because of that, there is so much damage being done. So when we divert into the Swarup of Paramatma, really, really wonderful developments of bhakti are possible. Now, in that development, there is level 3. The level 3 is where one reaches what is called Atma Bhava. It is called Atmanishta. This is more difficult to do. We cannot reach that until we master the first 2 levels. Level 3 is where one is eating and experiencing the objects of the senses with the complete realization that this is just an experience of the body and the mind. I am totally different from that. I am the Atman, the Brahman. That Nishta comes with that intense feeling, intense realization, belief that this is just a process. Yes, the name of God is being taken, all that is being done, but now there's an evolution forward where one is not stuck inside the raga and dvesha of the object, of the attraction-repulsion process. The attraction-repulsion with the objects is no longer present. The interaction goes on. No doubt. The interaction is there, but the attraction-repulsion is not there. That's why the Gita says, Raga Dvesha Vyuktaistu Vishyan Indriyaischaran. Vishyan Indriyaischaran means the moving, roaming around in the Vasana, roaming around in the Vishaya goes on within a certain boundary. So we prefix the boundary. Sachin cannot say, I'm just going to roam around anywhere. No, there's a boundary of experience. People say, I don't want to follow any boundaries. I don't want to keep any rules. I don't want to have. You cannot realize God without that. That is dharma. That boundary is niyam dharma. Without that, our mind cannot gain discipline. It will also run amok. And the vasanas will keep pushing the individual in one place to another, jumping constantly. Bhakti to aayegi bhi nahi. So that boundary is necessary. That boundary is dharma. Dharma doesn't mean religious affiliation and all that nonsense. That's not what is the meaning of dharma. That is not the definition of dharma. Dharma doesn't mean one religious group versus another group versus another group. It means setting a boundary for freedom. Boundary of experience for inner freedom. That is the meaning of dharma. In Shikshapatri, Swaminarayan Bhagwan defines it this way. Dharma gneo sadachara shruti smriti prapaditan. That from the ancient times of Shruti Smriti, that which has come as the right kinds of action, sad acharan, that takes us towards satyam, that is called dharma. Not religious affiliation, Muslim dharma, Christian dharma, Jewish and Hindu sampradayas. That is not, that those divisions we have created out of our foolishness. That's what it is, that one versus another. Divisiveness. Maybe there are different paths, no doubt. But to say I versus you, as soon as that is there, the whole spirituality is damaged. As soon as that is there, my group versus your group, finished. The whole doorway into mukti is closed. Doesn't matter how many temples we build, how many bhajans we sing, how many mantras we know, how many prostrations we do, it becomes a big zero. Right away it becomes a big zero. When there is me versus you, I am better than you, finish. Adhyatma ka nash ho gaya wahan. तो वो तो होना ही नहीं चाहिए. If that is there, you're finished in Adhyatma. Doesn't matter. Everything else is an illusion only. It's just literally an illusion of spiritual progress. Everything looks nice externally. Internally, कोई development ही नहीं है. Because of the boundaries. Those boundaries have to be obliterated from the inside. The entire teaching of the Bhagavad Gita is this. The destruction of these boundaries. Look at the verses. Yomam pashyati sarvatra. See me everywhere. Where in the Gita does it say see me in your religious group only? Does it say that? That nonsense has to go. If it doesn't go, we can never realize God. That's why people don't realize God. They may be building temples and running around, or temples or churches or mosques or synagogues or gurudwaras or whatever. I versus you has to go. It has to go from the root. Without that, there is no bhakti, there is no jnana, there is no dharma, there is absolutely nothing actually spiritual there. Or here, there meaning here inside. Yeah, external organizations are there, guru paramparas are there. Fine, they have their perspectives, approaches, everything is good. Fine, let it be. Many approaches, but they look inside and see, is there a feeling I am better than you? I am superior to you? I am more correct than you, the I versus you. If that is there, finish. बात ही बिगड़ गई है वहाँ. Completely. We're away from the Upanishadic Mahavakya. Sarvam khalvidam brahma. कितनी सुंदर बात है ये. हमारी वृत्ति ऐसी हो सकती है. Think, and also these vasanas of different kinds. Groupism is one thing, but our internal vasanas are torturing humanity. Kam, Krodh, Lobh. Lobh ka swarup is this gambling. It's a very simple, all these casinos all over the place. ये क्या है? ये लोभ का स्वरूप है. काम वासना का क्या स्वरूप है? All this pornography and prostitution and all this thing, ये काम वासना का very high level swarup. And where is it leading? It's leading to brain damage. To teenagers, young adults. Brain में कितना damage होता है? We have so much evidence, so much proof of this. Krodh, anger. Look at the wars. How many weapons are constantly being built globally? And then they filtered down. It's like from the individual to the global, right? Anger, krodh. ये तीन जो है, काम वासना out of control, which we see. Lobh out of control. All of this stock market back and forth, banging people are banging each other and banging each other's heads. In all of this, it's the biggest casino in the world is the stock market. और इसमें ही सब वृत्ति रहती. People are retired. That's all they do. They see this market up and down. ऐसे मर जाते. ये क्या जीवन है? Maybe to some extent you do monitor some investment, leave it alone, and भगवान का नाम लेना. Not $1, not one penny is going to come with us. कितना अज्ञान है ये सब, भक्ति कैसी आएगी? So this calm and the growth, conflicts in the family, in the intimate relationships, domestic violence, अपशब्द बोलना, you're not speaking foul language. That's in शिक्षा पत्री. There is an आज्ञा श्री जी महाराज gives. वो क्या सीधी आज्ञा है उनकी कि कभी भी अपशब्द, foul language बोलनी नहीं. What will come out of this? It will cause a lot of damage to others. It causes the vibration to change and it damages our अंतःकरण. कभी भी नहीं. Bhakti तो आएगी भी नहीं. Bhakti gets, for example, if Sachin does 1,000 malas, I'm giving an example, okay? 1,000 rounds of this mala, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, do puja darchan, and for some reason I speak a foul word towards somebody else. इसका जो effect है, आध्यात्मिक effect, it diminishes significantly. I won't say it goes away completely. It can diminish by 90% or more. One negative, intense thought spoken out loud or even held inside, it damages the development of the आध्यात्मिक power. भगवान की जो भक्ति करनी, इसमें शुद्धता की जरूरत. We have to purify our words, our drishti, our listening. Otherwise, speaking foul language, hurtful language. Some people have this habit of speaking nothing but foul language. You see, learn to leave that aside. Go to whichever temple you want to go to and make a promise to the Lord that I will not speak any more foul language in my life. ये promise लेना, promise करना, भगवान प्रार्थना करना. And if that habit is not going away, pray to the Guru Paramparas. There's so many beautiful Guru Paramparas. सनातन धर्म में इतनी सुंदर परंपरा है. बहुत बड़े बड़े संत हो गए. I won't give the names and all that here. There's so many. If you have Shraddha in any of them, touch their feet and ask for their blessings. This is the purpose of Guru. और हमारे ये जो संस्कृति है, सनातन संस्कृति, I'll close with this point today. इतनी सुंदर गुरु परंपरा है, बहुत सुंदर गुरु परंपरा है, बहुत सुंदर महापुरुष हो गए. Why they came? They didn't come here to take anything from anybody. They didn't come here out of ahankar. They're not here even today out of any ahankar, out of any vasanas or anything like that. They are here to shower love. Notice this point. To shower love, shower forgiveness, and to show a path towards Paramatma through their saintliness. तीन बात है. संतों का रहना इस दुनिया में, they are the foundation of this संसार. संत निकल जाएंगे, संसार खलास हो जाए. It will be destroyed completely. संसार का अस्तित्व ही नहीं रहेगा. Even if 5 true saints are there in the world, they can uphold the whole world. उनका power ऐसा होता है. And why they are here? They are here to help all of us, so that we can ask for forgiveness. Absolutely, we should do that. Nobody's perfect in life, right? We should not consider ourselves something, some extraordinary bhakta when we may not be. We should see ourselves exactly as we are. And when we see ourselves as we are, sit in front of the great sages. बहुत मंदिरों है, बड़े बड़े संत, जो भी संत हो, उनको प्रेम से नमस्कार करना. And ask for their blessings to remove these tendencies of speaking foul language, thinking negative of others, wishing negative of others. This is an absolute no. This has to stop. If it doesn't stop, bhakti cannot open. It can never open. कभी भी ये open हो ही नहीं सकता. How it can open? That, so if this deficiency, recognize deficiency and remove it. Recognize deficiency and ask Bhagwan to remove it. You see, that's the other point. Sometimes the human ego says, okay, I have this deficiency, I am going to remove it. I am something great. ऐसा नहीं करना. With great, genuine honesty, nishkapat bhav. In Gujarati, in Satsang, we say nishkapat thavu. Don't hold anything inside. You don't have to broadcast to public. Just, it's a personal plea at the feet of great sages. Hey Prabhu, these are all deficiencies. I recognize them. They're not taking me anywhere. They're causing trouble in my life. Please bless me and remove them. We all need to do this. Every human being. Even the people who have reached enlightenment to do this. Then hum kis jad ki patti? Even the great sages do this. Where's the question of all of us? Prashna hi nahi hai isme. This is to be done. This is our sadhana for today, for this week, for life really. Recognize deficiency. Don't use foul language for today. Offer everything to the Lord before eating it. Take the name of Ram, Krishna, Shivji while chewing the food and then swallow. You know what will happen? Automatically something magical happens. We will wind up eating only the right amount of food. We will not overeat. No way. If you try it, you will see. Sachin gives you guarantee, you will see that will happen. A guarantee hai. When you start eating food by taking the name of God, only the right amount of food will be eaten. We will not overeat it. Because when we are chewing, we're taking the holy name, vasanas are not active. And something magical happens. And so the right amount of food the body needs, that much it will take. That's it. The eating speed will slow down. It's not easy. This is a difficult sadhana. It's still a little bit easier in level 1 just to take the name 11 times and do some prarthana and then just start eating. That's still easier. But level 2 is a dimensional level up. And level 3 is way beyond that. Atmanishta. Atma bhav mein bhojan grahan karna. That is, wo to ek alag baat hai. Let's stop here for now. We got the sadhanas for today. And let's pray to all the great sages and to Bhagwan to bless us on this path forward. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurumedeva Sarvakarichu Sarvada Shri Ganeshaya Nama Om Ganganapate Nama Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Deva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sarva Mangala Mangalle Shive Sarvartha Sadike Sharanyatrambake Devi Narayani Namostute Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Mahalakshmi Rupena Samstita Namastasya 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 Namo Namaha Vame Yasya Sita Radha Shrisha Yasya Asti Bakshasi Vrindavana Viharam Tam Sri Krishna Mrudi Chinte Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama 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 Radhe 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 Krishna. With that, Sri Krishna Arpanamastu, Shri Radha Krishna Arpanamastu, Om Hrim Svaha.